नारायणाय Om Namo Namaha. Our 7 sadhanas we are doing to invoke Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana, Kripa, Nirantara Rupena, so that our Vyaktitva Vikasa we are able to do. Thereby be a useful person for the world as well as ensuring our own Adhyatmika Pragati. We are doing most beautiful Vedic chanting, the Suktams from ATHARVANA Veda. We are doing the Dhyana Purvaka Gayatri Mantra Ucharana. We are doing common sense thought study. We are also doing our Shanti and Guru Parampara mantras. And there is a Sankalpa for the entire universal good. We are chanting the Upanishad mantras and then the most important one, studying the Upanishad with Shri Adi Shankara Bhashyam to become more and more clear about the Sadhya Sadhana. Shwethshwathara Upanishad is guiding us nowadays. 6th chapter, today in the 18th mantra, we are advised to surrender to that reality. And that advice is given by Shruti Mata and the Rishi, Shwethashwathara Rishi, by demonstrating to us. Aham Sharanam Prapadye in this way. So we will study it through Bhashya and see, did we catch what is mentioned? Did we understand what is said there? We'll be observing it and retaining that knowledge, then doing the practice of that is called sadhana. Here we are, the first topic of Vedic chanting, Atharvana Veda. Today it is the Rajya Samvardhana Suktam. So, getting our kingdom back from our enemies and by the grace of Lord, protecting it, developing it, sustaining it. Required, isn't it? When the Rajya is protected, then only there is peace. In that peace only all duties, Adhyatmika sadhanas can be done. Vasishtaji is the Rishi of this Rajya Samvardhana Suktam. Brahmanaspati, then Abhivartamani are the Devatas. Okay. It has 5 mantras. Okay. Okay. Bhagwan Brihaspati has blessed Indra. Blessed by Brihaspati, Indra, with the money given by Brihaspati ji, he became Indra. He maintained to continue to be Indra. So, we are praying to that Brihaspati Devata that, O Lord, that money be given to me also, by which I am first of all freed from the Shatrus and I get my Rajya back. Having got it, my kingdom should be developed in all aspects of its wealth, richness, the cattle, the armor, the elephants, the horses, etc. etc. So it's a Mani Mahima. Those days, like in Patanjali Yoga Darshana, we saw Mantra, Mani, Aushadhi. These are all the various things to get siddhis. Japa, Aushadhi, Tapo, Mantra, Mani. So here the money is discussed about. Right? That name of the money is Abhivarta Mani. That money is praying now, is prayed by us. The divine invoked money, the divinity invoked money, the divine Shakti invoked money. See, these are my natural outer and inner enemies. Stand in front of them to defeat them. So to The Shatrus who are trying to take away my kingdom stand in front of them. So too, the Shatru ready to attack stand in front of them. So too, there are some Shatrus who are trying to do various foul means even to defeat or dismantle or dethrone me. Oh, money, see to it that they are all defeated. Same way, oh, money, Lord Surya is the one who caused that Abhivruddhi to us because we are wearing you. Thanks to you and Surya. So to Bhagavan Chandra gave us all the prosperity because we are having you in our Angutha, that money. So thanks to you and him. So too, you are the one whom all the devatas, etc., have empowered. Therefore, anybody who is wearing you, you are blessing them. You are becoming the cause for their development. Same way, therefore, oh money, you are there in my hand, then you will see that the Shatrus are removed. Therefore, stay in my hand. Right? And because of you, my kingdom should continuously grow and my enemies should be eliminated. So, here is the morning time, the sun is rising, here is the sunrise time. I am this way, remembering and praying to you, O Mani, you bless me so that I become Shatru Rahita. I become the defeater of the Shatru. So, in this way, by eliminating the Shatru, by doing best to my kingdom, let me develop my praja. By doing best to my praja, let I become the cause of development of my kingdom, and anybody anytime tries to attack me, let me alone become the victorious person. Thus, may I become the defeater of the enemies, may I become the controller of all my employees with all my wisdom, of course, so that as a king may I rule this kingdom for the best of the purposes. So, mainly a Raja or any Adhipati, any leader, he can do this mantra ucharana. Wonderful it is. This is how in the Vedas you are getting an idea now how the moksha jnana is given, the upasana jnana is given, yajna jnana is given, swadharma jnana is given, and a part of upasanas, all these suktams, etc., where we invoke the divine for various our noble purposes. Okay, let us start. ओम अथ अथर्वण वेदांतर्गत राज्य संवर्धन सूक्तम् ओम ओम अभिवर्तेन मणिना ओम अभिवर्तेन मणिना येनेन्द्रो अभिवावृधे येनेन्द्रो अभिवावृधे तेनास्मान् ब्रह्मणस्पतिभिः तेनास्मान् ब्रह्मणस्पतिभिः राष्ट्राय वर्धय राष्ट्राय वर्धय अभिवर्तेन मणिना येनेन्द्रो अभिवावृधे तेनास्मान् ब्रह्मणस्पतिभिराष्ट्राय वर्धय अभिवर्तेन मणिना येनेन्द्रो अभिवावृधे तेनास्मान् ब्रह्मणस्पते अभिराष्ट्राय वर्धय. Second mantra. अभिवृत्य सपत्नान् अभिवृत्य सपत्नान् अभियानो अरातय अभियानो अरातयः अभिपृतन्यस्तम् अभिपृतन्यस्तम् तिष्ठाभियो नो दुरस्यति तिष्ठाभियो नो दुरस्यते अभिवृत्य सपत्नान् अभियानो अरातयः अभिपृतन्यस्तं तिष्ठाभियो नो दुरस्यते अभिवृत्य सपत्नान् अभियानो अरातयः अभिपृतन्यस्तं तिष्ठाभियो नो दुरस्यते अगेन अभिवृत्य सपत्नान् अभियानो अरातयः अभिपृतन्यस्तं तिष्ठाभियो नो दुरस्यते थर्ड मंत्र अवित्वा देवः सविताभि सोमो अविवृधत अवित्वा विश्वा भूतान्यभिवर्तो यथा ससि भूतान्यभिवर्तो यथा ससि अवित्वा देवः सविताभि सोमो अविवृधत अवित्वा विश्वा भूतानि अभिवर्तो यथा ससि अभित्वा देवः सविताभि सोमो अविवृधत अवित्वा विश्वा भूतान्यभिवर्तो यथा ससि फोर्थ मंत्र अभिवर्तो अभिभवः सपत्नक्षयणो मणिः राष्ट्राय मह्यं बध्यताम् सपत्नेभ्यः परा भुवे अभिवर्तो अभिभवः सपत्नक्षयणो मणिः राष्ट्राय मह्यं बध्यताम् सपत्नेभ्यः परा भुवे अभिवर्तो अभिभवः सपत्नक्षयणो मणिः राष्ट्राय मह्यं बध्यताम् सपत्नेभ्यः परा भुवे फिफ्थ मंत्र उदसौ सूर्यो अघात् उदिदं मामकं वचः यथाहं शत्रुः असान्यसपत्नः सपत्नः उदसौ सूर्यो अगाद् उदिदं मामकं वचः यथाहं शत्रुः सपत्नः उदसौ सूर्यो अगाद् उदिदं मामकं वचः यथाहं शत्रुः सपत्नः सिक्स्थ मंत्र सपत्नक्षयणो वृषाभिः राष्ट्रो विशासहिः यथाहमेषां वीराणां विराजानि जनस्य च सपत्नक्षयणो वृषाभिः राष्ट्रो विशासहिः यथाहमेषां वीराणां वीराजानि जनस्य च सपत्नक्षयणो वृषाभिः राष्ट्रो विशासहिः यथाहमेषां वीराणां विराजानि जनस्य च ओम शांतिः. What beautiful Veda mantras. Daily we are getting a chance to at least listen. Again. ओम अथर्वण वेदांतर्गत राज्य संवर्धन सूक्तम. ओम अभिवर्तेन मणिना येनेन्द्रो अभिवावृधे तेनास्मान् ब्रह्मणस्पतेभिः राष्ट्राय वर्धय अभिवृत्य सपत्नान् अभिया नो अरातयः अभिपृतन्यस्तं तिष्ठाभियो नो दुरस्यते अभित्वा देव सविताभिसोमो अविवृधत अभित्वा विश्वा भूतान्यभिवर्तो यथा ससे अभिवर्तो अभिभवः सपत्नक्षयणो मणिः राष्ट्राय मह्यं बध्यतां सपत्नेभ्यः पराभुवे उदहि उदसौ सूर्यो अगाद् उदिदं मामकं वचः यथाहं शत्रुः सान्यसपत्नः सपत्नः सपत्नक्षयणो वृषाभिराष्ट्रो विशासहिः यथाहमेषां वीराणां विराजा निजनस्य च ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Once more, let we were positioned as Raja, blessed by the Brahaspati Adi Devatas, blessed by this mantra Shakti. Again, whatever this money that is talked about here, strongly have the hold and properly manage or rule whatever under our control jurisdiction. Same way, whoever are the rajas of the entire kingdom or desha, may they also be first of all wise to rule kingdom properly. Then they may have all the blessings, powers, shaktis that no enemies are overpowering them. See, this is how the intentions, the invocations, the efforts put together, they know that the country can be protected and can be developed. These are all very sublime things we got from our Vedas. Now, Om Atha Rajya Samvardhana Suktham Om Abhivartena Maninayenendro Abhivavruhe Tenasman Brahmanaspate Virashtraya Vardhaya अभिवृत्य सपत्नान् अभियानो अरातयः अभिपृतन्यस्तं तिष्ठाभियो नो दुरस्यति अभित्वा देवः सविताभिसोमो अविवृधत् अभित्वा विश्वा भूतान्यभिवर्तो यथा ससे अभिवर्तो अभिभवः सपत्नक्षयणो मणिः राष्ट्राय मह्यं बध्यताम् सपत्नेभ्यः पराभुवे उदसौ सूर्यो अगाद् उदिदं मामकं वचः यथाहं शत्रुः असान्यसपत्नः सपत्नः सपत्नक्षयणो वृषाभिराष्ट्रो विशासहिः यथाहमेषां वीराणां विराजा निजनस्य च ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Tomorrow we are going to do the Ayushyavardhana Sukta. That's how daily an attempt from our side through the Veda mantra, invoking the blessings so that we sustain, we are stable, we are on the path. In the same way, friends, our second topic of Dhyana Purvaka Mantra Ucharana. We are nowadays learning the Gayatri mantras of the nakshatras. 12 of them we saw today, 13, 14, 15 we have to do. Which are the 12 we have seen if you remember? Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika. Okay. Rohini, Mrugashira, Ardra. Then Punarvasu, Pushya, Ashlesha. Yesterday, Makha Nakshatra, Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni. Today we do the Hasta Nakshatra mantra and the Chaitra Nakshatra mantra and then Swati Nakshatra mantra, Gayatri mantra. So all these nakshatras, grahas, every one of them are potentially the Parabrahma Paramatma and Ishvara only. So we are remembering them, we are acknowledging their divinity, their kindness, their ability to bless us, etc. Then with all ardency, we have done the upasana puja to them, and all the japa, stotra, whatever are available to us. Then we are in this single pointed meditation, dhyana, है ना, धीमहि कहते हैं. Then there in that mood we are seeking. Prachodayat, may we be blessed to move in this spiritual path ahead. Every day keep on praying, then our speed of spiritual evolution becomes better and there will be joy also. So hasta नक्षत्र, हस्ता मतलब हाथ, हाथ तो देने के लिए होता है, therefore देने वाला नक्षत्र है. Okay, and then giver of plenty also. Giver and giver of plenty is the hasta nakshatra. Therefore, prayachatayai vidmahe, prayachatayai vidmahe, the one who is the giver. Then prakrup pranitayai dhimahi. Prakrup pranita means holding the hand and leading. He hasta nakshatra hai, hath. Therefore, hand gives also, hand gives the hand support to take us ahead. So hasta nakshatra vishesha. है ना, प्रयच्छतायै विद्महे प्रकृप प्रणीतायै च धीमहि. प्रयच्छता मीन्स गिवर, प्रकृप प्रणीता मीन होल्डिंग आवर हैंड एंड लीडिंग अस. अच्छी तरह हमें आगे ले जाना. प्रणीता मीन्स टेकिंग अस अहेड, ब्रिंगिंग अस वेल. तन्नो हस्तः प्रचोदयात्. Same way, next one is Chaitra Nakshatra. Chaitra Nakshatra is the one who is Maha Drashtaye Vidmahe, watching everyone. Praja Rupaye cha Dhimahi, giver of the Praja also. The Praja can be Santana, the Praja can be any of the people we need in our life. So thus the Chaitra Nakshatra is Mahadrashta, ensure that we are doing well. Praja Rupa, as a part of it, sending to us all the required help. This is Chaitra. Then Swati Nakshatra is Kamasarayai Vidmahe, Kamana Purna Nakshatra, Swati. Then Mahanishthayai cha Dhimahi. She is the one who has that Nishtha in fulfilling our noble Kamanas. We have to have the noble Kamanas only. These are the three Nakshatra mantras today. Hasta, Chaitra, Swati. First let us start with Hasta Nakshatra. Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Start. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Hasta Prachodayat. Om Prayachatayai Vidmahe Prakrup Pranitayai cha Dhimahi Tanno hasta prachodayat. So the people who are born in that nakshatra become a good dani, prayachata, by the grace of that Swati, that nakshatra hasta. So to Prakru Pranitha, they become good leaders. So we are asking Mother, the nakshatra, to bless also with all the best of the things and lead us on the best path. See that our thoughts and our prayers, when they are correct, noble, with Shraddha, they are answered. Let us focus on this as our Purushartha. Second one is the Chaitra Mahadrashtayai Vidmahe. Mahadrashtayai, please continuously watch us as a Drashta and ensure that we are on the right path. Like when the children are growing at that age of 14, 15 months onwards, when they start walking, the mother becomes Mahadrashta, has to become, because he is able to walk now, crawl and walk. So where he will go, don't know. Even a moment inadvertence, 10 seconds enough. That fellow चलेगा चलेगा कहीं न से कहीं गिरी जाएगा वो. Anything can happen. Mahadrashta she has to be. He will go into the balcony, from there he will jump. He will go in the bathroom, there he will fall. Something he will put a finger in the plug there. चलना शुरू किया हो. And if something is on the ground, chaku वगैरह, because you are cutting vegetables, you just went somewhere, one that 10 seconds enough, वो लेगा चाकू कट लेगा, अपने आप को काट लेगा. So that Mahadrashta, the mother has to. So too, a devotee or a bhakta or a shishya totally surrenders to Guru with so much faith. And the meaning of surrender we have already explained so many times. Then the Guru becomes Mahadrashta. Then he goes on watching the disciple and goes on protecting him from within by giving him the ideas as to what to do. Sometimes from outside, in some form he comes and guides. That's called Mahadrashtutva, the Guru. So here also, this Chaitra Nakshatra is Mahadrashta. Then Prajarupai cha Dhimahi, she is in the form of Praja. We need Praja in our life. We cannot be all alone. Isn't it? All alone we cannot be, means we may stay in our room locking ourselves, yet we need Praja. Someone has to be there to see that the electricity is continuous, the water flow is continuous, the food items are coming to us. ये सब प्रजा ही करते हैं ना. We can't say that मैं तो अकेला रहता हूँ बिना कोई बंदे का. That is your misfortune and others' fortune. But otherwise you cannot be without people. There is some farmer growing the paddy, then you are getting the rice. That's the meaning of the need of praja. Without the co-world, we cannot exist. Praja includes even the trees, etc. वो नहीं है तो खुराक कहाँ से मिलेगा? Praja includes even the pashu pakshi. They are also contributing for our sustenance. We cannot neglect. So all of that put together is praja. More nearly praja means the family. Praja, if it is a guru, it is the shishyas, it is the friends, colleagues. They are the familiar praja. Otherwise, without praja, we cannot. Like in today, in our house, whatever the objects we are using, how many hundreds and thousands of praja might have made it. Some of them are unknown to us, foreign countries से. क्यों foreign से मंगाया आपने वो? That way. Okay, Mahadrashtaye Prajarupaye. Start. Om Mahadrashtaye Vidmahe Prajarupaye cha Dhimahi Tanno Chaitra Prachodayat. Om Mahadrashtaye Vidmahe Prajarupaye cha Dhimahi Tanno Chaitra Prachodayat. Om Mahadrashtaye Vidmahe प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ महाद्रष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाद्रष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाद्रष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाद्रष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाद्रष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाद्रष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाद्रष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाद्रष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाद्रष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्राः प्रचोदयात्. The Chaitra Masa also is going on. You know, Chaitra chal raha hai abhi. From last 2-3 days, the new year has come. So Chaitra Masa. Now this Swati Nakshatra. Kama Sarayai Vidmahe Mahanishthayai Dhimahi Tanno Swati. Okay, Kamasara Mahanishta. When she is Kamasara, what we ask is, all the Dushta Kamanas go away from my life. Only the Atma Kamana should remain with Nishtha. That can be our prayer. Kamasarayai Mahanishthayai Tanno Swati. Okay. Om Kamasarayai Vidmahe Mahanishthayai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Swati Prachodayat. Om Kamasarayai Vidmahe Mahanishthayai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Swati Prachodayat. Om Kamasarayai Vidmahe Mahanishthayai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Swati Prachodayat. Om कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ हस्ता चैत्रा स्वाति नक्षत्र देवताभ्यो नमः। तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। मां रक्ष रक्ष त्राहि त्राहि परिपाहि परिपाहि। परमात्मानुभवं प्रति ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. Deeply, intensely, every day we are putting applications in front of all the devatas, like the unemployed applies for the employment in all the employment exchanges and wherever the employment is possible. One or the other place, he will be invited and called. You know? It's both ways. In the classifieds, they give, we need these workers. 10 people apply, one they select. So too, the one who seeks job applies 10 places. Somewhere he will get it. In the same way, we are every day consciously putting our applications through these chantings in front of the Paramatma in so many forms. This is a very good thing which we are doing. It will help us. A very beautiful sadhana, you can call it. Now, friends, after our Vedic chanting and Gayatri Mantrocharana, hope you have participated and enjoyed it thoroughly. Third topic is our common sense thought. In our today's common sense thought is Narayana. Two words we will be understanding. And all the time we have still doubt, vagueness regarding our sadhanas. Clarity hota nahi. You know, that's mainly because we have not done sufficient homework of contemplation, etc. We have not given the time. We didn't take it very seriously. That's why the vagueness remains. Yeah, not a very healthy sign, but it goes on till we put efforts. So today about this we are talking. What is the meaning of sadhana? What we have to do throughout the day? That हमको पता होना है ना करना क्या है दिन भर. These two words. The words are sthitihi and the word is yatnaha. These two words, if you remember, and the further explanation, a clarity will come regarding what we have to do every moment throughout the day. Sthitihi and yatnaha. Okay? Such an interesting words these two are. Complementary to each other. In the beginning days, we have to try to have the sthiti in doing the yatna. In the beginning days, we have to try to have the sthiti in the yatna, in the prayatna. Sthiti means establishment. Prayatna means efforts. In the beginning, we have to try to establish. In the beginning, we have to try to establish in putting the efforts. We have to establish in putting the efforts. Think about it. We have to establish in putting efforts. हमें प्रयत्न करने में स्थित होना है. Later on, the other way around. What is it? स्थित होने में, स्थिति होने में प्रयत्न करना है. Thereafter, we have to put efforts in stabilizing. First, stabilizing in putting efforts. Thereafter, putting efforts in stabilizing. This is what is sadhana. And what are the things required? Write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of them. Krishna Vasudeva. Let us start with our Swasthata Deha only. In that Deha hisab mein, we have to stabilize in putting our efforts to maintain the health. What are the efforts? The right food, the right exercises, right rest, etc. Isn't it? They, in gaining them, in doing the effort of maintaining them, we have to be sthita. स्थित हो जाओ प्रयत्न करने में. ठीक है. वंस स्थित हो गए प्रयत्न करने में, अब प्रयत्न करो उसमें स्थित होने में. In the first thing, it is an effort. Second thing is an alertness. Because through the first one, we have achieved it. I have established in putting the efforts. So I'm putting the efforts every day. I have established in it. Now let me put the efforts of establishing in it with my carefulness, with my alertness, so that I don't give up those things. Sthiti and prayat. Outcome is what? The goal. What is the goal? Healthy sharira. Maintaining the healthy body is the goal. For that, these are the things to be done. And establish in doing them. Having established in doing them, in putting efforts, now put the efforts to continue the established thing. Isn't it? Put the efforts to establish continuously. Establish to put the efforts, put the effort to establish. In short, I must know clearly that to maintain the health, these are the things to be done. Then establish yourself in doing them, making a routine of it, giving that due respect, giving that time. Every day वो half an hour दे ही देना बस शरीर के लिए. You have established it in it. हो गया in doing effort. Now the next effort is what? Continuing that establishment because it's giving me the beautiful result that I am healthy now. Health is a wealth. Health is a joy. When the health is there, so many problems go away, especially to you and I who are at the Sharira Tadatmya level. In the same way, the monetary status. This is the amount I have to have as bank balance, etc. So you must know how that wealth is earned and establish in putting those efforts to earn that wealth. स्थित हो जाना प्रयत्न करने में. Once you have achieved it, now the sufficient wealth is coming. आप प्रयत्न करो कि स्थित होने में. You know that you have a company or factory. Now the prayatna is what? Establishing it. Effort to maintain that established thing wherein the production is maintained as much it is required. The supply chain is properly maintained. Your awareness is about already established thing maintaining. So that the whole thing is going on well, the sufficient profits are coming. Now you see that in that oil market nowadays, everything is disrupted. The taking out the crude oil भी मुश्किल हो रहा है अभी, refinement of it or transporting of it, दोनों में गड़बड़ हो रहा है. So the whole world is suffering now. Till now, till that war happened, the sthiti was there in prayatna and their prayatna was there in sthiti. Therefore, the outcome of it, the required oil being produced and then dispatched to the customers was going on happening very beautifully. Like India, a 1 month target. These many crores or lakhs of barrels of oil we want, whatever. 1 month. Okay? So in that 1 month, every 5 days, this much should reach to our ports. That's how they plan. So that's how accordingly they are taken out and they are filled in the respective whatever the containers and they are loaded in the ships with proper calculation and precision. तो 5वां दिन मिलना है तो ऐसे भेजना है. That's what they said. And there are all agreements. On time if it reaches, we pay the money. Otherwise, some amount will be deducted. That's how the producers and the ones who sell, they are committed to that. We are also the consumers or the purchasers committed to remit the amount on time. Otherwise, the interest rate that will grow. So that's how the economy in the world between the countries during these business transactions keep on happening. So the sthiti and prayatna. Okay. In the same way, the sadhana is indriya nigraha. As we are studying in Gita and throughout life in all shastras, it goes on said without saying. Even if it is not said, it is to be taken that it is said. So I have to do the prayatna of indriya nigraha. In that, I have to become sthita. I have to establish in the efforts of controlling my senses. Once we have established in the efforts, now the effort is to continue that establishment because my indriyas are controlled. Therefore, the indriya shakti is very, very intact in me. I am not now slave to the world through the indriyas now. Control ho gaya. And twice a day I take my food properly. Other than that, I am not a slave to my tongue. Therefore, through the tongue, I am not slave to the wife or husband or daughter-in-law, whoever are there, or even servants. That I have to go on asking them, ye bana ke khilao, wo bana ke khilao. That nonsense is gone. I myself don't want. I know 2 times I eat, I am happy. That's over. So, sthiti and prayatna. Sadhana means these two. That we have studied this topic exhaustively in our Yoga Darshanam. Tatra sthitau yatno bhyasaha Sahatu Dirghakala Nairantarya Satkara Sevito Drudabhumihi. What a beautiful sutra it was, both of them. Exhaustively we studied with Vyasa Bhashya. Okay. So to our sadhana of yes, this coming to this class. इसमें स्थिति and abhyasa both are there. You have to establish in your efforts to come regularly. You have to establish in your efforts to come regularly. Once that sthiti is achieved in the success of prayatna, now the reverse of it is what? Now the prayatna is to maintain that sthita sthiti. That I am going regularly now, I will not stop. अब आने का प्रयत्न सफल हो गया तो उस सफल प्रयत्न को आने वाले को मेंटेन करते रहना. Small little inner and outer doubts or excuses things come. We should have the ability to say stop to them, postpone them, arrange them, adjust them. That's how those who are able to come regularly are managing it. You know, जिनका स्थिति नहीं है प्रयत्न में, they never did. Therefore, they stopped coming. And after that, when the coming is not there, then what to maintain? They are continuing the other aspect of not coming. Their sthiti was in doing the prayatna of not coming to the class. Thereafter, their prayatna is now in sthiti, the maintenance of not coming to the class. Now that is their achievement. In the same way, now what so far said is important, but more important, what's coming now. At the final level or important level, the mind. The mana should be in our niyantrana. Okay, we have to establish in doing the prayatna for the mana niyantrana. That is what is our japa sadhana. That is what is our upasana. That is what is our bhajana. That is our nama sankirtana. What are all of them? Prayatnas, in which we have to establish doing those prayatnas regularly. Outcome is what? The mana is in our control. Then, now the prayatna is to establish in that controlled mind sthiti. The prayatna is now to establishing that controlled sthiti of the mind. Isn't it? And this is done throughout the day. All the time my mind is chanting the Bhagavan's name. Whenever a work is required, that work is done. Again back to the chanting of the mind, of Nama. What is the opposite? Opposite is mind is not chanting Lord's name. So it is not in my control. Therefore, it is given freedom and license. Now it is Swaira Vihari. It is licentious. Now it can project, it can think, it can worry, it can create so many tensions, anxieties about million things of the world. And with that uncontrolled devil type of the mind identified, we can see how much is our suffering. About everything the mind projects. मेरे को क्या होगा कल? अरे आज जी ले कब जिंदा है तो देखेंगे कल. But the mind is worried tomorrow, day after. Mind is worried about the people. What is there to worry? What you have to do, you do it. That's it. If anything they want, they come that time. If you can do it. Otherwise, say I'm sorry. What the worry in the mind is not controlled. Tension, worry, anxiety, excitement, fear, projections, expectations, disappointment, dejections. ये सारे uncontrolled mind के रोग. Identified with such mind, we feel we are rogi or miserable. So, sthiti prayatna. In the prayatna, we have to be established. It gives the success. Thereafter, the prayatna should be in establishing. Pehle establishing in prayatna. We are all doing this now. Every day, we are sthita in doing our due efforts. Then it gives the result. When the result comes, maintaining the result, in that we have to do the prayatna. Their maintaining result is called sthiti. In that we have to put the efforts. Next level is the Shastra, Shravana, Adhyayana, through that the Tattva Jnana. So we are established in the prayatna of gaining the Siddhanta Jnana of the Tattva. That this is the Paramatma Tattva, that He alone is reality, this is His nature, it is infinite power, that the whole world of a number of varieties is just projected for all of that. The substratum is the Paramatma only. These are all the Siddhanta Jnana. To gain that, we have to do the Prayatna. In that Prayatna, there is Sthiti. That is regularity. There is sincerity. As we come to the class, so to half an hour daily or 1 hour we are giving. This is my time of doing contemplation, reflection on these Upanishads through which I want to become stronger in my understanding, deeper in my understanding, convinced in my understanding about the reality, sthiti. Through that sthiti, when the conviction is coming, now the prayatna is to establish in that conviction. Prayatna is now is in the sthiti. That is a tough job and not impossible. That is the meaning of sarvada sthapanam buddhehe shuddhe brahman. Right? And the last but not the least is what? The sthiti in the prayatna. No. Sthiti in the prayatna of trying to be the self on the seat of meditation. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Sat Chit Ananda Brahmasmi. Na aham Jivosmi, na aham Devosmi. I am becoming sthita in doing the prayatna. When I become sthita in the prayatna, that gives the result. When the result starts coming, then the prayatna is again to be in that. 24 hours. Wherever I am, so clear. Upadhis are working in the upadhis. I am only the witness to it. That's what is taught in Gita. Ki prakrutehe kriyamanani gunaihi karmani sarvashah. Prakrutehe gunaihi sarvashah karmani kriyamanani. It is the Prakriti which is working in this world. Not knowing it, ahankara vimudhatma. The one who is deluded in the kartrutva, karta aham iti manyate. He thinks I am the doer. Tattvavittu mahabaho, the contrast picture. Gunakarma vibhagayo. The one who is clearly understanding the picture that the gunas are acting in the gunas. So guna karma vibhagayo tattvavittu. What will it say? Guna guneshvartante. The gunas are working in the gunas. The sattva guna, the jnana, the rajo guna, the kriya, the tamo guna, the vastu. So the sattva guna using the rajo guna to work on the tamo guna. Guna guneshvartante. Iti matva, having clearly this knowledge, na sajjate. He remains as a witness. He never gets identified with it. This is what the meaning of the shloka, wherein after becoming sthita in the prayatna, thereafter we do the prayatna to maintain the sthiti. Prayatna to maintain the sthiti, the achieved sthiti, the obtained sthiti. Anything in this way, the durgunas removal. Obi, we talked about the things to gain. We also can explain the same way about things to be removed. Like in me, the durgunas are there. They have to be removed. So I have to do the prayatna to remove them. The sthiti should be there in that prayatna to remove them. As the result of the prayatna sthirata, when they are going away, now the prayatna should be to sthita in that state that the durgunas have gone, now they are not coming again. Like in yesterday's common sense thought, you remember it? Once we give up negative, again we should not take them up. Once we started some positive, we should not give up. I think we discussed it. So in the same way, I have to give up my bad company. People or objects or any of the things. तो पहले प्रयत्न करने में स्थित हो जाओ. It gives result. Now प्रयत्न करो स्थित होने में. That no more again same or new bad people I am establishing my connection with. हो गया भाई अभी. I suffered with the bad people. Somehow I got rid of them. Why again new people in my life? जरूरत नहीं. So in this way, in both those things to be removed and also to things to be gained, for both of it, the sthiti and prayatna are required. प्रयत्न में स्थिति, स्थिति में प्रयत्न. Establish in the effort, effort to get established. We spoke about all. The health issue, the money issue, the indra issue, the mind issue, then the tattva siddhanta jnana, then tattva anubhuti. We also talked about the removing any of the bad habits or removing any of the bad friends or company in our life. बाकी अब जहाँ भी ऐड करो. Values also we said. In removing the bad values, in gaining the good values. प्रयत्न में स्थित होना, to gain all the good values that are taught to us in Gita. Or nowadays we are studying Gita, the sthita prajna lakshanas. Sthiti in the prayatna of practicing those sthita prajna lakshanas. Once you are mastering it, now the prayatna is to sthita in it. First one only, the prajaha teda kaman sarvan, ek kar lo, baki sab ho gaya. In this way, today's common sense thought, think about it. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यम् ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानाम् ओम श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् ओम जगतीमवितुं करिता कृतयो ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद उक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मुक्त्यर्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारं अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहं. पारायणम्. श्लोका नंबर 13 onwards, or 9th, yeah, 10th onwards. I don't remember. 10 onwards. Tato yaduttaratam tadarupamanamayam etat viduramrutaste bhavanti अथेतरे दुःखमेवापि यन्ति सर्वाननशिरोग्रीवः सर्वभूतगुहाशयः सर्वव्यापी स भगवान् तस्मात् सर्वगतः शिवः महान् प्रभुर्वै पुरुषः सत्त्वस्यैष प्रवर्तकः सुनिर्मलामिमां प्राप्तिम् ईशानो ज्योतिरव्ययः. 12 mantras we have done. Now this mantra, please, 3 times. 18th one, 6th chapter. Om Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tagamha Devamatma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. Again. यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगुंहदेवमात्मबुद्धि प्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. अगेन यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगुंहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. Literal meaning is understood because last 2-3 days we are explaining. Another way of learning from this mantra. One, the glory of that Brahman is said that he is the one who created Brahmadeva out of his Maya and he is the one who has given him all the Veda Jnana. Glory of Brahman is told. Okay, the Mahima of that Brahman. Then, in what way we have to pray to him, that is said. What is the way? Atma Buddhi Prakash. Do the Prakash of the Atma Buddhi, O Lord. And in this sloka, our qualification is so very essential. And that is Mumukshuhu. Without being Mumukshu, our prayers cannot be correct. I will become Mumukshu while praying for what we want. Sharanamaham Prabhadye. That attitude of total Sharanam Saranagati. And in the other outer activities of the world, we can do the Nautanki of Sharanagati without actually being Sharanagata. Yet काम होता है. Like a government servant. 24 hours he has to be. Sharanagata as a government servant. He cannot afford to do any other job, naukari. That's how he signs. I have surrendered to this job. But who knows, he may start a दुकान start कर सकता है, business कर सकता है, वही pawn broking. Who knows who is doing what? In the Delhi type people places, the people give the house given by government as subletting only. दो कमरे का quarter मिला, so the family is in the village. Now he stays in one room, the other room he gives to the fellow who is not allotted that room. So उससे rent ले लेता है वो. Nobody knows. Not Sharanagata. So too a doctor, when he is given that license to be a doctor, he is signing it. In that Sharanagati is there. That this profession I am doing only in serving the people. That's how I am committed. But how many doctors do actually? Many have their own. Government doctors also not supposed to have, but they have their own clinics, their own visits. Or the other doctors, you know what they signed, what they do. Money के लिए वो लोग मेडिकेशन करते हैं, चलता है. But in spirituality, without doing the complete Sharanagati to the truth will not be revealed. इधर नौटंकी नहीं चलेगा. ये थोड़ा समझना है हमको एक दिन. What do you mean by Sharanam Prapadye? O Lord, you reveal yourself to me. I am ready, be attentive. Very important thought. I am ready to give up, to forego my Jiva Bhava. That's called Sharanagati. The readiness to give it up. If I don't give up my Jiva Bhava, if I don't give up my Dhyatadhatma, if I don't give up my identity as some of the other individuals based on the Upadhi, the Varna Upadhi, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, the Ashram Upadhi, Brahmachari, Grastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas, ये सब शरीर के ही है ना. To the Atman, they are all not there. Also with regard to the money, richness and all, with regard to the power, I have to be the what are something, I have to be minister, I have to be the proprietor. So too the identity that I am related to somebody in this way or that way. ये सारे जीव भाव है. We hold on to them. Then the reality is never revealed to us. So therefore, in that Saranagati is every identity I am ready to give up to have the ultimate reality identity. That's called Sharanam Prapadya. यहाँ ये जरूरी है. In other cases, as we said, you may say I am surrendered, but you may act. You can really live the life of non-surrender. Examples दिया है. चलता है, but यहाँ नहीं चलता. The reality will never be revealed if we are not Saranagati. Okay. If this is one topic which we already discussed. The new thought today is what? Key, be attentive. When the Brahman alone we can do Sharanagati too, do to him only. Why the Devatas in between? Point one. Point two, every Devata Upasana and Sharanagati is only a training to us given by ourselves. Later on, once we are sthita in that prayatna, we do Sharanagati to the Brahman only. Third, whether it is Krishna or Rama, he is Brahman only later on. So are you surrendering to Krishna or are you surrendering to Rama or Shiva or Parabrahma? If somebody says, no, 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 I am not surrendering to Parabrahma, I am only doing to Rama, he has understood nothing only. He is like the Garuda of Tulsi Ramayana, he is like Parvati of Tulsi Ramayana. Both of them not accepted or understood Rama as Brahman. That's why they approached their respective gurus and asked. Then Parvati taught by Shivaji, Kakbhusundi taught Garudaji. Later on they realized that Rama is Sakshat Parabrahma. Today we will see the Agastya Rishi's Stuti of Rama being Parabrahma in our Aranyakanda. So if somebody says, no, 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 I am not surrendering to Brahman, my Ishtadevata is Krishna and Rama, he has not understood. The one who says that I am worshipping through this Rama and Krishna Rupa, that Sakshat Parabrahma only, he is correct. That is the meaning of Sharanam Prapadye to Brahman only. Brahman only came as Rama, but Rama is limited. Limited in the sense he was in Treta Yuga and so many efforts you have to put to invoke him, etc. Both are is there. Parabrahma is not. He is Rama also, is Krishna also, Shiva also, and all of that. Rama also is Krishna, but from Parabrahma Rupa, not as the Avatara Rupa. Avatara दोनों अलग अलग युग में आए हैं. Their leelas are different. Where is Ekapatni Vrata Rama and where is Solasar Patni Krishna? Isn't it? You can't say both are same. From Tattva Drushti they are same. From main work Drushti of Dushta Shikshana, Shishta Rakshana, Dharma Samrakshana, they are same. But la Leela Drushti, they are not same. Isn't it? But both are one only from the Parabrahma standpoint. Therefore, today's additional information is what? When we can surrender to Brahman, surrender to him only. And in that surrender, it should be in its true sense. The true sense is ready to give up all my Jiva Bhava. Even I am given the Brahmadeva position, that creator, Indra Deva position, that also I should say no. You understood? That is the meaning of it. Mumukshurvai aham sharanam prabhadye, him only to the Brahman. This is a very important thought to be caught and go on doing the practice. And that Brahman is not object, we know. Yet our these thoughts, sankalpas, makes us understand and abide in that subjective Brahman as the time passes, as we continue our this Upanishad study, contemplation, meditation, etc. Okay, now come to the Bhashyam. What is the position we have reached up to yesterday? What position? We have not started only. Okay, let us start. Yo Brahmanam iti. Oh, my dear listeners, I am commenting on the mantra starting with Yo Brahmanam. Are you ready to listen? Do you want to know? The Bhashakara is asking. He is drawing our attention. He is just making a call. Yo Brahmanam pe main commentary kar raha hu. Are you ready? And if you say, yes, sir, we are ready to listen, please guide us. Here I am. Listen. What is it? Yaha, whoever is the sadhaka. Ah, no, no, sorry. Yaha is Parabrahma here. Sarvanama for that Parabrahma. The one, the Parabrahma, who is he? Brahmanam. Who is Brahmanam? Hiranyagarbham. Vidadhati means Srushtavan. Vidadhati means Srushtavan. Brahmanam means Hiranyagarbham. Vidadhati means Srushtavan. Purvam means Sargado. So Yaha, the Parabrahma, Brahmanam, Hiranyagarbha ko Vidadhati, Srushtavan created Purvam in the beginning of creation, Sargado. See, this is the Bhashakara, Yo Brahmana Vedati makes it easy for us to understand. That Paramatma who has created Brahmadeva in the beginning of creation. And this Brahmadeva is Samashti Sukshma Sharira Abhimani Hiranyagarbha Samavartata Agre Patihi Asit. Simple to understand is like you have your Antakarana, I have my Antakarana. सबका अंतःकरण समष्टि मिलकर उसको महत तत्व कहते हैं. The Paramatma identified with that is called Hiranyagarbha. Right? And all of us are always, whether we know it or not, accept or not, under the supervision of the Hiranyagarbha only, because whatever the Antakarana we have, it is his only. At a higher level of our spiritual maturity, when we study the text like Yoga Vasishta, etc., deeply, we will come to know that there is nothing called as my Antakarana. Everything is he. Now, this talk I am not doing. Whatever the talk I am doing with whatever my Antakarana, it never belongs to me. It is his only. I realize it. I visualize it. He only is functioning through this Antakarana in this way. ये पता चल जाता. In the same way, if somebody is good or bad or worst or ugly, जो भी है वो सारे हिरण्यगर्भ का ही है, पता चलता है. At that time, good and bad are looked at the equal vision. They are taken as events and situations. They are not labeled as good or bad. Good and bad labeling happens only at the individual level. In the samishti level, nothing good, nothing bad. It's only a play. Like creation is good, dissolution bad. We imagine it, but from the totality or ultimate standpoint, creation is happening, dissolution is happening. Neither this is good nor that is bad. वो फिर पूरा उन्हीं का है. That's a vision developed. You can't say it right now that all the terrorist mind is Ishvara only, therefore the terrorist should continue. No, that is wrong then. At that practical level, the terrorists or the murderers, killers, they are harming the world. Therefore, they should not. But ultimately, the terrorist thought where it has to come from. It cannot be away from the Hiranyagarbha. Na? Nothing can be away from the Hiranyagarbha. So that's a very high, lofty vision. So such people, they rise above all these. They reach to Hiranyagarbha sthiti. And yet, at the practical level, they remove the terrorism, they establish the peace. दोनों समान समझते हुए भी प्रैक्टिकल लेवल में जिससे हार्मनेस होता है इन द ग्रॉस वर्ल्ड दैट दे ट्राई टू एलिमिनेट, जिससे फायदा होता है दे ट्राई टू पुट. लाइक फॉर द लॉर्ड, एज मच is Prahlada, so much is Hiranyakashipu. Because both are his own expression. Intellectually, theoretically. But practically, the Prahlada is devotee, therefore he'll have to be protected. Hiranyakashipu is the Nastika and then an arrogant Rakshas. Therefore he has to be eliminated. He will be eliminated. He will be protected. That is practical doing. But theoretically, Nobody is other than Paramatma. That understanding will come at one point as we grow. So Hiranyagarbha means the Samashti Sukshma Sharira Bhagavan. So Yaha Brahmanam Hiranyagarbham Vidadhati Sushtavan Purvam Sargado. The one who has created in the beginning of creation, the Hiranyagarbha Bhagavan ko, Paramatma ko, Hiranyagarbha ko. The Paramatma who has created Hiranyagarbha in the beginning of creation. Second, Yo vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai. In this, the words are so direct, easily understandable. Even though they are Vedic mantras, they can be understood right now also. Therefore, Bhasha is not required. That's why Bhashakara has written it as it is without commenting on it. Yaha vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai. Yaha vai means the same Paramatma. Vedan, the Vedonko, Prahinoti has given Tasmai to that Brahmadeva. Okay. Huh? No bhasha is there, and we have understood the meaning. And we have the Purana Ityadi studied. Shankara Bhagavan knows smilingly that if somebody has come to the Upanishad level, वो तो एक आध भागवत जैसे पुराण पढ़ा ही होगा. In the Puran Bhagavata, it is so clear from the Bhagavan's Navi Kamala, the Brahmadeva came, and all that. Finally, Narayana taught him Veda Jnana. तो उनको पता होगा मैं क्यों एक्स्ट्रा कमेंट करूं. So he skipped commenting on that because the meaning is obvious. That the Lord, the same who, having created Brahmadeva in the beginning of creation, to that Brahmadeva, he gave the Vedas. Therefore, Brahma, his presence and his knowledge and his work, and the knowledge of Vedas with which he works, none of them belong to him. All of them belong to Narayana. This we already told 3 days back, so I'm not repeating it. That all topic gone over. कल का जो आज नहीं कह रहा है कि अर्थ कल का हमने डिस्कार्ड किया नहीं. Accepted that you have understood them, you remember it. The new things we are adding as an expanded understanding of these mantras. So yo vai vedanscha prahinoti tasmai. Now, next line is tagamha devam atma buddhi prakasham. Tam means that deva. Ha means what? Ha shabdaha avadharane. Ha shabda avadharane. Okay. What is the avadharana ha here? Same as eva. Therefore, Tagam Hadevam, Shankara Bhagavan is commenting it as Tameva Devam. Ha is equal to Eva. Eva and Ha is equal to Avadharana. Avadharana means ascertaining, beyond any doubt. Him and Him and Him alone. That's what we said in the beginning. When we can surrender to Parabrahma, Paramatma, surrender to Him only. Tameva. Why in between anybody? That's the meaning. So, ha, tam, ha. Ha shabda avadharane. Therefore, tam ha is equal to tameva. Tameva means parama atmanam. So, the yo shabdas which have come twice as sarvanama, pronouns, they are indicating that paramatma only. So, tameva paramatmanam. Uktam cha. Why that paramatma alone we have to surrender? That saranam is already understood, though the word has not come. Quotation is given here. Tameva dhiro vijnaya prajnam kurvita brahmanaha. Nanudhyayan bahun shabdan vacho viglapanam hitat. Tameva vijnaya dhiraha. A dhira Purusha, a wise person, intelligent person, having understood about the presence of the Parabrahma Paramatma, then Tameva Prajnam Kurvita Brahmana, he should put all his mind, intellect with full surrender to him only. Other than that, Nanudhyayat Bahun Shabdan. Other words, other points of surrender need not be thought over nor even be uttered. Why? All of that is Vacho Viglapanam Hitata. It is only an unnecessary exertion only of the Vani. This mantra I have to tell you for 10 minutes minimum. ठीक है. कल इस मंत्र का एक्सप्लेनेशन देते हुए why he has quoted this mantra, Tameva.
Only that Paramatma we have to surrender to. Therefore, having known that Paramatma to be existing, let your whole antakarana be surrendered to him only. Other than that, why many other stotras, many other devatas, many other upasana prakriyas, many other prarthanas? अब इतने ज़्यादा करोगे, that's only the tiredness exertion of your faculties. This is for that Dhira Purusha who has understood, accepted the Parabrahma in his full glory. Those who have not done, they have to talk to, hold on to the Rama and Krishna with Ramachandra Kurupal Vajavana or Vasudeva Sutam Deva. This level, if we are, we have to hold on to them. If we go to that level, hold there. Why you waste your energy? तमेव धीरो विज्ञाय प्रज्ञां कुर्वीत ब्राह्मणः न अनुध्यायात् बहून् शब्दान् वाचो विज्ञापनम हियत्. So therefore, the one who has understood Upanishad, he just is in his effort to identify with that Upanishad Vedya Brahma, I am Brahman, I am Brahman. For him, all the Shodashopachara pujas, all the भगवान के सामने गिड़गिड़ाते हुए रोना, ये सब की जरूरत नहीं है अभी. ये वाचो विज्ञापनम. Because it's doing the highest. Then I'm identified with the Brahman. Then Brahman alone is Rama and Krishna. When I didn't know, I worshipped them. Now I have studied Upanishad. In the Upanishad, every chinti se lekar ke Brahmadev tak, everyone is nothing but Parabrahma in different upadhis, through different upadhis. So I am identifying with the Parabrahma na, इससे बढ़कर उपासना क्या होगा? All other upasanas will maintain our individuality, will maintain our upadhi tadatmya, will maintain our samsara only. If you pray to Rama and he gives you what you want, what is the meaning? That you continue to be a jiva only. But when I realize I am Brahman, no more jiva bhava, no limitations, no wants, no dependencies. That's why tameva vignaya, tameva dhiro vignaya, prajnam kurvita bhavanaha, prajnam kurvita brahmanaha, na anudyayad bahun shabdan. No need to worry about so many other words. Vacho viglapanam. That is a very tiredness of the speech. Neither you need to write any poetry, nor you have to by heart somebody written poetry, somebody written stotras, etc. You are just meditating on Brahman, the ultimate. All the Shiva stotras, the Vishnu stotras, the Ganapati stotras, the Devi stotras. वो सब उस लेवल के लोगों के लिए वो जरूरी भी है वहां. Now you are doing the prajna on the Aham Brahmasmi, na? For you, these are all not required. Isn't it? Like the ones who are studying the highest Brahma Vidya Upanishads in true sense. What is the need of studying the Vyakarana now? That's the meaning of Samprapte Sannite Kale Dukrum Karne Nahi Rakshit. Nyaya Vaisheshika I want to study, Vyakarana I want to study, grammar, English grammar I want to study, literature I want to study, I want to study Kalidasas, this and that. What is there? It's only poetic beauty. Subject is nothing but the stories of the Purana only. There is no Brahma Vidya in Kalidasa's writings. अभिज्ञान शाकुंतलम और शकुंतला दुष्यंत कथा उससे हमें क्या लेना देना. कुमार संभवम और सुब्रमण्य स्वामी का जन्म का वो पुराण में ऑलरेडी है. मृच्छकटिकम, these are all texts, these are all poetic beauty. The one who is studying Brahma, Parabrahma, Jnana of the Upanishads, he need not study all these Puranas, Katha story. They are all to prepare our minds in its ekagrata, in its shuddhata, etc. वो होने के बाद when you are aiming at the Brahman, again नीचे का क्यों? Isn't it? That is the meaning of Nanodhyayan Bahun Shabdan Vacho Vigraha Parinitat, and that quotation given by Shankara to substantiate Tam Eva. That Eva is from Tagam Ha. Tagam Ha, Ha is equal to Eva, Eva because this shloka. That's how we have to understand. So, Tagam Ha, then Atma Buddhi Prakasham, Devam, Mumukshurvai Sharanamam Prabhadye. These words will explain tomorrow. Then the total shloka we will see. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha. That's it. Brahmarpanamastu. That's great. Join for Gita.